Welcome to Goias, day 19, Cold War. Mexico is defeated, his landings. If you follow this series, you know that Mexico, after sweet talking me into fighting the goal spammer of the game Germany here, which is winning easily, sent half of his army, a lot of heavy tanks, etc. And yeah, he has a beachhead now. But I guess. Oh wait, is that? Why do I have infantry here? All right, I made a kind of a mistake here. Wait. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah. And I was really lucky because I had a handful of submarines. I had some coastal artillery. I had some infantry. I had my tiny, but at least, yeah, I have some bombers. And I managed to take mostly out on the sea, which you can tell that all I have left are 4 submarines down to quarter of the strength. But I do not think I lost any submarines. 1 and then 2 of them had just a sliver of red health left, where they were fighting heroically to defend their coasts. And around Ciudad Bolivar, 2 motorized infantry managed to land and got to here, and the rest were there. 6 motorized landed, but at the last moment they had such low health that I bombed them out and they didn't get further than the beach. And here I had some infantry in Ciudad Bolivar and I defeated them quite handily. But the most serious landing was 8 heavy tanks that I didn't have time to sink on the ocean, and they landed in Maracaibo, killed off some industry, and got into San Cristobal and killed off some industry, and then they got as far as Bucaramanga, where I stopped them cold in this field fortification, which, to honor it, I'm gonna spend all these resources and repair it 21 minutes. Anyway, they're dead and I recaptured and rebuilding, and I'm very excited and happy about having pushed back. I tried to calculate quite exactly how many troops he lost, and I got it to about 50 units, maybe somewhat less, but there was half of those were heavy tanks, and I think those are quite expensive to build. Let's give it a quick gander here. If you're building level 1, okay, so they cost up against 2,000 resources and 1,002. Yeah, it's quite an expensive unit to build. So losing that many heavy tanks, I'm sure it crippled. I know, however, that he had 6 half-strength heavy tanks going into the ocean here, and I'm sure he's pulled them back. I was hoping to catch them, but I mean, I didn't have the resources to send stuff up here and hunt them, so I think they got away. Also, he had, I think I bombed out, well, he had 8 tactical bombers, and I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they're gone. I hope so. Because he had them in San Jose, and I sent my tactical bombers to fight with them during the night, and I don't know what happened. But I can't see any constructions here, so the airbase is gone, and maybe they were turned into trucks and couldn't get away and bombed finally. I hope so, but I don't know. So now I'm just waiting for Germany to send 55 motorized on the southern route or the northern route and land somewhere where I can't defend and take me out. Well, I'm hoping he's not. It would be daring. You know, he has level 5 submarines, but this is interesting. Germany is only 5% compared to my 7% of research. So that tells me that he hasn't really done a lot of goal spamming into research. So apart from his motorized dive bombers, submarines, what else? His destroyers and battleships are level 1. I know that because he had a bunch of them up here at St. John's. Um, so what else is he researching? So that if he doesn't have carriers, or it would be risky for him to send, even though he would escort them. Remember, I sunk 11 submarines. Now I'm sure he has 50 other submarines somewhere, but maybe he's not confident yet to take me out by a surprise. If he's sharing map with Mexico, he's seen that, I'm sure he was hoping that I would be entirely busy with Mexico, but now I'm not anymore. And it's very hard for me to protect South America against surprise landings, as this tells you. I also found another infantry trying to land here. I was lucky to have some destroyers on this coast. So I am now evacuated with my African army down here. It's about 50 units, and it's sweet. A lot of them is artillery and rocket artillery. So if I could get these guys back to South America, of course, obviously, it would be really nice. Then Gabon attacked Ethiopia, and he of course got paranoid and broke off share map. So I don't know what's happening with Ethiopia. He doesn't answer me. Maybe he attacked me. That's all he wrote. I've been writing a lot to him, but at least he didn't declare war on me. And I don't think he wants to fight these 50 units. I think he has like 150 units, Ethiopia, and he's deployed up here against Egypt. So I'm sure he's pulling these back, and he has basically nothing down here in South Africa. So why would he declare war on me now? I'm just gonna tell him that, like, I really want to be friends. I have no allies in this map, none. Illinois is at war with Germany, but he doesn't answer. He's not writing to me. He's not answering. So I am in. Japan hates me. He thinks I'm a traitor. Iraq likes me, and he's gonna set up. Well, that's great. Iraq has 60 troops here. Okay, well, he can hide in Australia, and I can hide in New Zealand. So I'm at war with South Mexico, and I don't see us making peace anytime soon. This is it's a potential area of expansion for me, actually. If I could get, Mexico's territories, that would give me points and resources. So yeah, it was a good thing in the end that Mexico lost 50 units. I think he only had 100 units, so maybe he's down to 50 now. Of course he can rebuild new, and it's a very thin front, so it might not be that easy to push, but I'll certainly do my best to push into Mexico while defending this entire long coastline from any German blitz assault. This map might be like, I might strengthen these defenses enough that I survive, or I might get kicked out entirely by 55 German motorized landing. As of now, I really need to figure out how to defend against a surprise German attack. I have a navy. I have 10 cruisers at low health that escaped from Africa. I have 10 submarines at, well, 60% health, maybe half health, let's say that. And I have 5 low-tier destroyers that I put between the cruisers and the submarines, because I figure he won't be able to see the submarines and he'll run into those, and the cruisers and the destroyers will fire on any surprise submarine sneaking around here, and then my scouting airplanes can help. But these are just random. Will they find submarines, invasion armies? I don't know. Um, it's basically a game of chance now, and I don't have the time to log in constantly and check. And also, how far can his fighters go from the coast? Could I scout out here for an early warning? Yeah, I don't know. But I'm living on a prayer right now, and I'm hoping that maybe I can spot any invasion force before they land. But we'll see. We'll see. So my plan now, obviously. Oh, let me tell you, Germany's been spending a lot of spies, lowering my morale and hitting targets. I have caught, I think executed. We caught one spy. We caught one spy. We caught. Okay, I caught 5 spies, and 3 missions. 4 missions were successful. We caught 1 spy before he was able to execute this mission, and I can't really tell what he's targeting. Like Tanguro? Where is Tanguro even? Okay, yeah, I think Igarasu. Sorry. What is Igarasu? Why can't you click here? I don't know what he is targeting. Oh, it's a coastal town up here. Why is he targeting that town with his spies? I haven't... Okay, is it because it's a good airbase? Maybe he doesn't know really quite what he wants to target. Maybe he doesn't want me to have a good airbase on the coast. But basically he's lowered the morale on the coast, on my capital. Sorry, not on the coast, on the capital. And I think this 69 morale affects the entire realm of my, or it's just the core provinces are so important, because 1, 2, 3 towns of my cores are down on morale now, but my production is very much lower. Remember, I think I had almost 3,000 oil production. Well, of course I also increased my army and navy now, and air force. So really what I should do is write down I should write down that my oil production is 63,000 now. 63k oil. So let's have this as a reference, and my maintenance is 5,000. So let's have that as a reference and see if now, when I have counter espionage, and also I'm building up propaganda offices in my... That's a level... I'm building up propaganda offices so that I increase my morale. So even if he keeps doing this, I'm gonna have good refit of propaganda. Okay, I guess I just decided that that's what I'm gonna prioritize. Propaganda offices in my core towns. So my bottleneck, my new bottleneck now is goods all of a sudden, and the market price is 4, which is of course more than I'm willing to pay really, but should I increase my goods production? It's very low. It's 46,000, 1,600 per hour. I guess I am now increasing my infantry and artillery park. Even though I lost maybe 40, 50 units in Africa, to be honest, 20 cars, armored cars, 10 air, 10 other units, maybe 15. I would say 40, 45 units I lost in Africa, and I still have 50 left. Oh, yeah. So, but I'm still up to where I have 900 points and 250 units. Remember, 50 are over here, so I have 200 units in all and back in at base. That's it's a challenge to take out 200 units defending hedgehogging turtle backing in a continent. Uh, but I really have to consider now resource production contra defenses, contra offenses, because of course Germany is incredibly powerful with his 1300 points. He offered, I don't know if I said this, but he offered me to become kind of like a vassal, admit that he's a superpower, whatever that is, and yeah, I mentioned this earlier, and give Bolivia back his territories. That's not gonna happen. I'll just fight him. I don't care. If he wins, he wins, but I'm not folding to a gold spammer, gloating 10-year-old mentality, EPing guy like this. No way, no way. I'm not, you know, even if he takes my last province, never will I haven't even answered him anything. I haven't had any communication with him. Well, he doesn't have a lot of opposition. I don't think Ethiopia can stand up to him. I doubt Illinois can. So maybe he'll just go for. I think it would be quite easy to go from 1700 points to take 1,000 more points and get a solo victory at 2,700. But at least I will have my 900 points. In that case, hopefully. Maybe even a little bit more in New Zealand and in Mexico and Caribbean. I landed in Jamaica, taking Kingston. It has a recruiting station, level 3. Okay, good for Jamaica, I guess. Construction-wise, no, let's go research first. I guess I'm doing Interceptors level 5 and the final version of submarines level 6. It's gonna make them very expensive and slow to build, but Germany seems experienced. But it's gonna take him a bit of an effort to spot, sink and fight level 6 submarines. At least I got that going, and I think I'll continue and try to get level 7 interceptors, because he has, as we know, 135 dive bombers, and he can use them out to sea and kind of clear the oceans. I don't like this song. Let's go. If he has the maximum number of dive bombers, I don't have the blueprints for that, so I couldn't do these. But let's say he plays all the time and he has these. They have they're only defending 2.7 versus fighters versus airplanes, so they are very no, they're not very powerful against other air units. But he'll take out my armored cars like nothing. But he is not that powerful fighting my artillery and infantry with all his attack bombers. So really, for me to go armor is kind of a bad idea, considering how Germany has deployed. Also, he has a lot of motorized high power units. I've seen 55, I think. So let's say he has the maximum motorized infantry. Oh my god, he's gonna take out my infantry and my artillery like nothing. So he has a good combination of soft and hard attack with his air and his motorized. So what do I do to counter this in case he lands? Well, nothing much. I lost the game if he lands. They can even fight armored cars pretty well. Motorized are good, and they're scouts. Motorized is a good infantry. Is a good unit. Should I actually go up to infantry level 6? I would only defend 21 against the motorized, which was 30. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do? My top tier infantry though is 26. Well, the good thing is they don't cost fuel, and his does. So his attack bombers and his motorized, they all cost fuel. Whereas I can invest my fuel into submarines and air forces instead. I think I'm gonna go with very nice infantry and just put them into towns all over the coast there and fortify them. Maybe even do that. I mean, this is only good if he lands, if I can stop him from landing with nav bombers and submarines. I don't need infantry. See, the thing is that I only have level 4 naval bombers, which is 14 against submarines. So that I'm basically using these to hunt, scout, and kill submarines. And I mean, obviously, submarines doesn't have great air defense, 3.5. So since I don't have to really fight anything else but submarines on the oceans, I think naval bombers level 4 will be enough for now. Even a single one, 14. Okay, I should, if I, yeah, you know, if I place 2 or 3 of these, they have almost as much air attack, submarine attack, as the 10 submarines will have in air defense. So I could place 2 or 3 of them scouting around here, and if he sails through with submarines, 10 of them, escorting, 55 motorized, I need a lot of naval bombers, and obviously it would be good to have more tech level of them, but it would make them more expensive as well to maintain and build, and time-wise I couldn't pump out as many. And remember, now my goods is low. How much do they cost to build? They are mainly a rare materials cost, and I have a lot of rare materials stacked up, so goods bottleneck again. Maybe a few fighters out here would be nice. I am, as you can tell, my next stage would be to build modern cruisers and carriers and kind of take the fight to him, an escort force to get these guys back. Well, this would be really evil, but these guys take a huge gamble and put them on Madagascar and defend that. Nah, that's not a good idea. Germany would just, hello, 50 units, I will kill you down here, you can't defend. So my main goal is to take the Africa Corps, let's call it that, the Africa Corps, home, somehow. Maybe grab this on the way and, no, I don't know. I mean, I could send them many small units at once, and yeah, that's probably a good idea. If I would split them up into 10 different units, how many of them could he find and sink? Ethiopia doesn't have maps with me anymore. Of course he could scout, spy me, but I think that cost 10,000 gold to get the reveal countries' armies. Reveal momentary snapshot of all armies belonging to this country. So if you pay 10,000 gold, you can see everything, and Germany has done that with me, and he could do it again. That would be a disaster. If he would happen to do that while I'm at sea, and he'll swoop in with submarines. I think he's been doing decrease morale. No. Oh, decrease morale in this province by 10%. You can only do this. Wait, dispatch a spy, next action in 15 minutes. I think you can do instant actions only once per 24 hours. Special, very powerful espionage missions that have an immediate result when executed. The following instant actions are available, and I think this is the same as out there on the tooltips. But you can only do one per 24 hours. So single province destroys part of the daily resource production of this province. And I guess there's no way to protect yourself with spies. It's kind of cool, but I mean, this is a gold sabotage build, single province. I'm mostly scared of this, that he'll reveal all my armies. So I cannot afford to set up a kind of um, double blind fog of war hidden defense that's like, yeah, if Germany does this, I'm gonna be powerful. I can't do an all-in defense. I have to do a spread out defense because he can take a snapshot of my positions and then utilize that to do a very powerful surprise attack. I don't want to waste 10,000 gold on this bastard. Uh, so I'm just gonna spread out my defenses. I'm just gonna take my time, hide in the south, and when I have a decent escort navy, which could be researching and building a shitload of destroyers. Tier 3 destroyers at least would have 13 submarine hunting. I don't know. Maybe the way to go is carriers with naval bombers on them instead of destroyers, and just bomb any submarines. I have a, as you can see, I have a challenge how to get these guys home. At least they're not dead. They're just costing upkeep. That's one for the future. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. All I know is I'd rather defend rocket fighters. Not that useful. I guess I should be using rocket fighters. I don't know. It's only if he lands his 135 dive bombers, and that is not something that has happened quite yet. I would not personally dare to send a lot of surprise air units and hope to land, get an airbase and use them from there, because a hidden submarine could ruin your day. Obviously if he puts... yeah, we'll see, but maybe... I don't think I need a lot of rocket fighters versus Mexico. I was planning to use them here as a short range air defense. So that investment, I think I'd rather have long range fighters, which cost fuel. Yeah, the good thing about rocket fighters is, do they cost fuel as daily update? Let's check. They do cost fuel, but they cost more rare. So they're more a strain on my rare production than fuel. So I guess I could use them to fight any carrier dive bomber German force. Because remember, he only needs a couple of carriers and a huge amount of dive bombers on them. That's probably what I would do as Germany, and then I could use my rocket fighters. So I'm gonna send my rocket fighters over to the west and have them fight a naval battle. I mean, from out here, from Recife and Natal, at least I can reach a bit out in the oceans, 300 kilometers. Right, that's a pretty long half an hour update of my problems, future plans, and hopes of Goias. I mean, this map is over. Yeah, there's no way I can take the fight to Germany ever because I don't have any allies, but I might be able to defend. Okay, and New Zealand might be my new colony down here. I think that's all I got for now. That's quite a handful. So thanks for watching, and I hope you're safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye for now.